What's up, sports nuts? Oh wow, what a day. Alright, so you'll get double videos today. I did record one last night but didn't have time to get it set up. Talking about Trae Young and the trade of DeJounte Murray to the Hawks, so you'll see that one later today, as well as this one, free agency madness. I mean, good lord, what more could you ask for? I mean, it starts off with a bunch of players re-upping with their teams, as expected with some of them, but some kind of surprises in my opinion. You got Jokic re-upping at the full Supermax to the Denver Nuggets. I think it's like something like $264 million to stay in Denver. Not surprising at all. Devin Booker re-upping with Phoenix Suns for the max contract. Also not surprising. The one that is surprising, even though he has said it all along, is Bradley Beal re-upping with the Wizards. It's only surprising to me because it's surprising to see that level of loyalty. I mean, the guy has to know he has no chance at a ring staying in Washington. It's been proven that that's not a free agent destination. So he's just a loyal superstar. So props to you, Bradley Beal, re-upping for the max with the Washington Wizards. And I hope that that organization does something to get some help for you. So props, Bradley Beal. Some other minor deals, I mean, not minor in the level of money, but just smaller deals in comparison to those three re-upping, is going to be the Bucher re-upping with the Toronto Raptors for a 3-year deal. You've got Detroit keeping Marvin Bagley for a 3-year, $37 million deal. The Thunder, after all the speculation that they might let Dort go in free agency next year, they re-upped him for a 5-year, 82.7 or 87.2. My dyslexia might be kicking it a bit. It's one of those two. I think it's $82.7 million deal, which, if his defense holds up and he just spots up from the corner where he shot over 40%, then it's going to be a bargain deal. Great steal. He just needs to embrace his inner Bruce Bowen. Okay, I know there's other deals. I mean, there's other things that are going to be happening. Zach LaVine expected to sign the max with Chicago. But all of these will be overshadowed by the fact that Kevin Durant, KD, has officially requested a trade from the Nets to, his preferred destinations being Miami or Phoenix. But as we've seen, he's on a 5-year deal with a no option at the end, no player option. So he is locked in for 5 years at the max contract, which is a very pricey contract. But you have a superstar that's locked in. This is going to be probably the biggest haul we've ever seen in professional sports as far as what they get for him. I don't even know where to begin. As of about an hour and a half ago, Woj has reported that 15 plus teams, basically over half the league, have already reached out to Brooklyn to basically make their pitch and see what they're looking for. So where he goes, it could be any number of spots. A lot of teams, I was playing around with it, and a lot of teams have firepower that they could use to go get him. Miami, honestly, I know it's a preferred destination by him, but I don't see them getting him unless they're willing to include Bam Adebayo. And if you're including a young superstar like Bam Adebayo, I don't think it's worth it for the Heat. I think they're better off shooting a little bit smaller if that's what it's going to take. Now, if they could land Durant with a combination of picks, Tyler Hero, and like a Kyle Lowry to kind of help make salaries match, then absolutely it would make sense for them. But I just don't think Brooklyn, I don't think that'll be anywhere near close to the best deal they get offered. The Nets have also been quoted as saying that they would expect back Devin Booker in any trade with Phoenix. So any idea involving DeAndre Ayton, Mikal Bridges might not be enough to get it done. That coinciding with the fact that as long as Ben Simmons and Kyrie Irving are on the roster, the Nets are over the hard cap, or they are hard capped, so they can't make that trade basically. So they need to find somewhere where they're absorbing less salary. So it's going to be interesting. I mean, I'd love to hear your all's thoughts on it. It's just total madness. Now there's also, Windhurst is reporting that the Lakers could be players to get both Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant. Now, on what crazy, ridiculous planet that can happen, I would be shocked. Because basically the only way I could see that happening is if it's a straight swap of Russ and Anthony Davis for Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant. And I don't see, plus maybe 15 future first-round picks. Because Because that's the only way I could see that happening. Because otherwise, at this stage in the career, I feel like the Nets are downgrading both positions and not getting much for the future. So it doesn't really make sense to me. I've also seen, people posting out there, how about just LeBron for KD? I mean, the Nets would probably do that, even though LeBron is not near the player that KD is at this point in his career. And I would love that just for entertainment value. You can reunite KD and Russell Westbrook, which, those two have loved each other unconditionally since they were parted ways. That's sarcasm if you all don't understand that. And also reunite, Kyrie and LeBron. I mean, talk about fun. Either way, it's going to be a spectacle to be seen. I don't see a deal happening anytime in the immediate future. That being said, as I'm making this video, who knows? My phone will alert and saying KD traded to the Celtics. That's a team that has ammo, I think, to do it. Because you can give them a legitimate young star, all-star, potential superstar in Jaylen Brown. Multiple first-round picks, maybe throw in a young player or two, and that's a pretty attractive offer. I mean, not many teams can actually send a legit star guard / forward and get back picks as well. Boston can do that, but we'll see. Again, Brooklyn's going to have any number. I mean, heck, the Thunder could theoretically absorb KD's contract, a la the same way people were saying that they could help facilitate a Russell Westbrook contract. They could help facilitate a KD contract. They could help bring KD home. How many fans of Thunder? Hey, Thunder fans, what would you say to that? Would you like it? I know he left on bad terms, but what better way to fix his legacy and cement his legacy than to come home and bring a title to OKC? Now, how that could happen? The Thunder could offer about 14 first-round picks, in addition to, say, the rights to Usman Dieng and a number of other young players not named Chet Holmgren. So, again, not the most attractive offer, but if you're going, that would give the Nets the ability to say, hey, you know what? We're going full rebuild for the first time, and we're not going to try to buy a super team, because it hasn't worked, guys. You tried to buy the whole, let's bring Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett in and Darren Williams, and we'll form a super team and win a title. No, it didn't happen. Let's unite Kyrie Irving and James Harden and Kevin Durant here. We will win a title. Nope. You abandoned ship on that one early and brought in a non-shooter and Ben Simmons, who just, God knows what's happening with that guy. I mean, thoughts out to you, Ben. Who knows? You posted on your Twitter that you're feeling strong or something like that. Feeling confident, I think it was. And then like an hour later, KD requested trade. So how you feeling now? Because couldn't be as good. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun ride. I, as a Thunder fan, would welcome it as long as we don't part ways with Chet Holmgren or Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I think if you can keep them and only part ways with Dieng and basically all your future first-round capital, mostly unprotected, I'd assume, then I would welcome it. I think a lineup of Shai, Lou Dort, Kevin Durant, KD at the 4, so Josh Giddey, Kevin Durant, and Chet Holmgren could be a fun team to watch, but I don't think it's what Kevin wants, and I think he might freak out if that's what was picked. So, I don't know. It's going to be madness. That's basically it. It's going to be madness, and I am going to love every second of it, and I am going to keep coming back with these videos. I might go for 3 or 4 runs a day just to keep up with the content as it comes out. So, sports nuts, stay tuned. All right, hashtag NBA, hashtag NBA free agency, hashtag sports on the run. Stay safe out there, y'all, and keep your heads up no matter what happens with your favorite team. All right, have a good day, y'all.